See what's going on, man. What up, Calais? Good morning. Life so right. Damn, that's not good, y'all. Y'all think that's good? What y'all think about this, man? I don't think this might be a good thing, man. I don't think this might be a good thing, man. This might not be good for Diddy, bro. Diddy's defense team says they will not call any witnesses to the stand, y'all. Prosecution expects to rest case Tuesday. Bro, so you telling me you paid these lawyers millions and millions of dollars to only give you 2 days of a defense? Lena, talk to me, Lena, for real. That's not making no sense, Lena. Somebody help me understand that. Jay Dooley, only my truest. Nick, does that make sense, man? You telling me you paid these defense lawyers millions of dollars to only give you 2 days of a defense? That don't sound right to me, man. Something a little fishy. Is they working with the prosecution? Y'all not calling no witnesses? What? Y'all not calling nobody to the stand on Diddy behalf in his favor that can show him in a good light? No character witnesses, no people that you could say was at the free offs. Come on, dog. DG in the building. DG, what it do? Hit the link, nigga. What it do, DG? Hit the motherfucking link. Come chop up with your boy. It's time to break it down like we do. You know how we do. But for real, gang, is that making sense? Because that don't make sense to me, gang. I'm not understanding that. I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. And I don't know if y'all trying to figure it out, but I'm trying to figure it out. I don't find it plausible. I'm trying to see how is this possible? How is it possible that you go through all this? You went through 4 or 5 weeks. Matter of fact, I think we've been on trial for about 6 weeks now. So the prosecution gave us 6 weeks of witness testimony, and you paid this defense millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure you kicked out over $50 million in lawyer fee for them to give you 2 days? 2 days? DG, what up?
Yo, what up?
Man, I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure it out, DG. Something ain't right, man.
What
Something ain't.
happened? Oh, no witnesses?
No witnesses is going to testify. Nobody on his behalf. I'm trying to figure this shit out, DG. Something ain't adding up.
What they mean rest case? So he got a deal?
Oh, when they say rest the case, that mean that they gonna rest the case. Like that it's gonna go to the verdict. They gonna go
Oh,
take it
it's
to the
gonna go
jury.
to the jury. Damn. So maybe he got some, some moles in there.
That's what I'm saying. Either you gotta have either moles in the jury that you already know it is gonna find you not guilty, or your defense team is working for the prosecution.
Yeah, or you the sacrifice. Yeah, they don't want to move up the ladder. You got to take that.
You just said something that made me just think just now. Say that again. If them lawyers want to move up the ladder, they gotta what?
They got to let Diddy go down. No, I mean, they don't want the prosecution going higher on the Diddy level. Feel me? Like the
But
people
now the
above Diddy.
defense team too, though. Sometimes the
Yeah,
defense lawyers take a L on purpose. Sometimes they'll sacrifice a case so they can move up in their career.
yeah. They were saying that the lawyers and Diddy been arguing the whole time and all this shit. So they might
Because
just let him go down.
Diddy been trying to control his case from the beginning.
Yeah, and that
He
hasn't
been
been
trying.
working. You know.
They say he been basically micromanaging his case from the very start. Everything he wants said, he want them to say, he tell them. He writing it down on paper. If I was Diddy, I would not allow this to happen, man. If I'm Diddy, I'm taking a stand. That's why I'm looking
Yeah,
at this crazy. How you
you be pulling a big U and be trying to, represent yourself. Mhm.
but even if I don't represent myself, I'm definitely taking a stand. I always believe, I've always believed that an innocent man takes the stand.
I think
You
he
see what I'm
knows
saying?
he's cooked. No, because you know how they do the fake little trial shit and pretend to put you on the stand and see what happens, like a mock
You
jury.
said,
And you know what a mock jury is, right? Like when they put them on like a little fake trial and see what happens.
yeah, yeah, I know what a
So
mockery
the
is.
lawyers probably tried that, and Diddy can't get through it. He's gonna look bad any way he goes up is gonna look bad for him.
Bro, but that's the last thing you want to do is not to get on the stand though. Who could but check this out. Who could tell your story better than you?
Yeah,
Let,
facts.
let's be let's be honest. Can't nobody tell your story better than you. And the only person that was in these rooms was you, right? So if you
Yeah,
was the
other than
only
the
one
other
in these,
witnesses.
other than the other witnesses and other than the escorts, was you. So if you're not gonna call no witnesses to the stand to testify in your behalf, wouldn't it be smart to testify in your own behalf?
You have to, yeah. You don't want to go down for all that.
Exactly. And if I'm P. Diddy, I'm getting on the stand and I'm implicating Cassie. I'm implicating everybody else that was involved. I'm telling them, I'm telling everybody, like, hold up. I didn't pay for no escorts.
That's
You so why you
hey,
supposed to be
hey,
on
look,
you
that's why I think he got the jury paid off.
you have to. You have to, because the first thing I would be saying to myself is I ain't paid for not one escort. And I would be on the stand telling the jury that, because how are you charging me for trafficking if I wasn't the one paying for it? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So and what don't make sense to me is I'm not paying a legal team millions and millions and millions of dollars to represent me. And when it's time for you to present your case, you telling me that you able to present my case in 2 days? 2 days? So I got eight lawyers for 2 days. Some ain't right, y'all. You
They paid
don't,
the jury off.
yeah, some ain't right. Remember, I said it here first. Somebody in that jury is already paid off.
All you need is
Somebody
one
in
person. Yeah, all you need is one person.
bro, somebody in that jury's already paid off, y'all. Why
There's no
why
way
you
you
think
letting that sit. Yeah.
why you think the prosecution got rid of one juror already. Why you think they already got rid of one juror?
They
Because
found out
they
he got
know.
paid.
They know. They know that the jurors are already compromised. My nigga, they know these niggas is already compromised. Because this is what you gotta remember. These jurors are allowed to leave and go home. You do know that, right?
Oh yeah,
In a
definitely.
big high profile case like this, these niggas shouldn't be allowed to go home. They should have to stay in the hotel. They shouldn't be able to leave out the hotel. They should be going from the hotel to the courtroom.
It should have been a closed courtroom. Like, no, don't let nobody in, no cameras, because everybody knows the jurors now. You know, it's probably easy.
It should have been no media
Yo,
because everybody we know who like what's the point of hiding the witnesses and we know who every witness is.
yeah,
What
how
was
you
the
gonna
point?
hide the witnesses but not the jury? What the fuck?
That's what they should have did. You just said another thing. You just said another thing. In some cases, you're not allowed to even know who the jurors are. In some cases, you're not even allowed to know who the jurors are, y'all. We already know who the jurors are in this trial. Too
So
much
what you
shit
saying? You
has
saying he's
been let
getting
out.
off? You saying he's gonna get off on
Man,
all of it, or what you think?
bro, he gonna get off. He gonna
I
get
think
off,
so.
bro.
Yep.
Yo, it's all, bro. I know he gonna get off now, bro. This shit is set up like a movie. Bro, this shit is literally set up like a movie, like a biopic.
Hey, you noticed that it was a big ass distraction leading up to this war shit, and then the war shit happens, and now it's distracting everybody from this. And then they
Exactly.
go and rest the case after, and yep, this is all a plan, bro.
Like, bro, this was just a whole big distraction, bro. This was to get all everybody distracted, and it was a humiliation ritual.
And now you got riots in
There's
LA, and we going to war, and nobody's paying attention anymore.
mm-hmm. It ain't no bro, ain't nobody even paying attention to what's old boy? What's
Oh,
old
the
boy?
whack
He just
100 and all that, big U in them.
big you. Ain't nobody paying attention to the nah, it was something that just happened. Nobody talked about it. Ain't even paying attention to the shit. What the
There's a
fuck
lot of
was
shit
it?
going on. The kid in Texas too, the one that stabbed the other kid.
That too, but it was something that just happened that was crazy, and ain't nobody said nothing about it. Damn, it's gonna come back to my mind in a little bit. It's gonna come back to me.
Yeah, I don't think Diddy's gonna be locked up like while we at war too. They're probably gonna pull some Epstein shit.
Damn, I hate when I got something on my when I remember something and then I forget. I hate that.
What you talking about? Another famous person?
Yeah, it was something that just happened with a big famous person. And no, oh, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett getting a divorce.
Oh, I didn't
Nobody
even
was
know
talking
about
about it.
that. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, nobody talked about it. Will Smith filing for divorce.
The
Nobody talked about it.
distractions.
I was like, but pay attention. But Will Smith said, he don't want to end up like your boy P. Diddy. Everybody
Yup,
know when they time coming.
and then that one shit with Oprah talking about now she's all I've never been to a Diddy party and all this.
Bro, he not getting convicted. He
I
not
don't think
getting
so.
convicted. The players already, bro, I thought he was gonna get convicted too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna get convicted. But when you tell me that you only gonna spend 2 days on your defense, He not getting convicted. There's
Wasn't there
no way
supposed to
that
be like there was supposed to be like 6 more weeks of this, wasn't there?
it was supposed. Yeah, it was supposed to be a 10-week trial.
Yeah,
This was
10
supposed to
weeks.
be
And
a
then
10-week trial. So you telling me P. Diddy paid millions and millions of dollars on a lawyer for lawyers to only give him a 2-day defense? If a
and he
nigga
spent what
rests in his
400
case
million? He spent 400 million while he's been in there. And then he's just gonna rest the case.
in 2 days. In
Hell
two
nah.
days. So you telling me I'm paying all these lawyers big money for them to prepare a 2-day case? Nigga, my defense is supposed to be 3 weeks.
It took him two
Nigga,
days to find somebody to pay. That's what it took.
you feel me? You feel me? My defense is supposed to be for 3 weeks, nigga. You know how many witnesses we supposed to be having coming up talking about what go on in the free calls, what happened in the after parties? My nigga, for 3 weeks, I'm supposed to be having witnesses come up and debunk everything that the prosecution said.
Yup, you have your kids go up there, everything, anything you could do to get out of it.
Nigga, I'm gonna have my kids come talk about how I'm a good father. What I do. I'm gonna have my sons come talk about have they ever seen me have wild freak off parties at the house? Have they ever seen me put hands on a mother? Yep. I'm gonna have my kids talk about the relationship that they saw between me and Cassie.
I'm gonna have everybody working for me too be up there.
Man, you crazy. I'm gonna have my other assistants come and talk on my behalf. And because remember, he got assistants saying that he violated him. So I'm gonna have other female assistants come up and say he never touched me. He never tried to violate me.
Even if it's not true, but you still gonna pay him to make him say that.
Exactly. So guess what that's gonna show? That's gonna show he ain't violating every female assistant. Obviously, she wanted it.
It's gonna make their character look bad, like they're lying on his name. Yep.
Why she stayed? Why she came back? How come he picked you? Why he don't do it to if he's such an animal, why he not doing it to every female security guard? You feel me?
Exactly. Yep.
So
everybody's assistants, all that shit.
For 3 weeks, I would be having so many different witnesses come up to defend my case and plead my case that the jury would forget what the fuck the prosecution said.
Exactly. And you have so many of them, they will forget that. Yeah, just lines of people.
So you telling me that you gonna rest your case in 2 days? Y'all must got a jury. Y'all must pay somebody off. Somebody must be in the jury.
On the jail
paid
phone.
Off.
He's on the jail phone too, telling his sons, to get rid of certain evidence and shit like that.
So think about it.
They must have found somebody.
They gotta have somebody, bro. There's no way you paying 50, 60, 70 million dollars on lawyers just for 2 days of defense. The prosecution went for 6 weeks.
Wait, hey, so the one dude just got knocked off the jury, right? And it must have had a new person come in. I bet you the new one is the paid one.
Bro, the new one was a substitute. You want to know what I think happened on that? I think the prosecution got wind that the dude was being paid.
Yeah, they probably all are getting paid, and then he must have got something in his account, traceable money transfers.
No, they start talking. What the dude did, he was talking. He got caught talking.
Yeah, he goes home like, oh, I'm getting all this money. I'm gonna get paid if I just say this or do this.
No. What happened was he told one of the people that he go back and forth to New Jersey every day. So people was trying to figure out how could you afford not to work and go back and forth to New Jersey? Because if you're doing a trial, you're not working. Plus, you're not working. So now he going back and forth to Jersey, going in the Lincoln Tunnel or crossing the George Washington Bridge, right? Every day. Monday through Friday. Now, do you know how hard it is every morning to go across from Jersey to New York in the Lincoln Tunnel in the George Watt? More than likely, he got to go through the Lincoln Tunnel because he got to go downtown Manhattan to the courthouse. Well, no, he going to Brooklyn. Matter of fact, they going to the Southern District, so he going through Lincoln Tunnel. Yeah, so the nigga going through the Lincoln Tunnel from Jersey every day, my nigga, every day.
How long does that take?
Bro,
I don't really know
like that. Shit, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours with traffic. Because everybody going in the city. Everybody going in the city. You feel me? Everybody going in the city. And then he live in New Jersey. So that means you really got a little bit more interest in this case than the average motherfucker.
Okay.
Because a regular nigga ain't doing that. A regular nigga ain't doing that. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm not going back and forth to Jersey to New York just to be in no trial. Every morning, nigga, if trial start at 8 in the morning, you gotta leave your house damn near 4 o'clock in the morning just to get to New York.
Damn.
If you driving with that traffic.
And you got like the job ain't paying you while you do that either. While you taking this time off.
Exactly.
Every time I get some jury duty shit, I say I'm sick and they just let me go. I don't even show
up. So that's why I tell you, most of these niggas, man, they have to have a juror that's paid right now. They got somebody that's paid. They got to. Somebody is paid, y'all. Somebody in the jury is gonna get big money right now, or already got paid. Somebody already got a payment. And we know it happened. We know it happens all the time. Niggas get paid all the time, my nigga. That's why